Hi, I'm Max Smith. It's time for the Chief XC Cinema Club movie review. Memento is the movie I'll be reviewing for you today. Yep, I just got done watching that. Okay, so what's it about? Liked or didn't like, and the wrap up. Okay, so the movie's about Gunn. He kills the guy who raped his wife. Moves on. He winds up in a hotel, checking out, has all his tattoos of his body. Jumps back. This cop keeps on sending him stuff. He meets this girl, Natalie. He meets this guy. This guy's chasing him. He winds up beating up and gets rid of him named Todd. Or whatever. And then it goes back and back and back. Then it goes back to where he first met the cop, and the cop, tells him the story about, hey, I thought this would change, make you happy, but you found the guy who, really killed your wife 2 years ago. But it did change his memory. So basically, this guy has his memory loss because due to an accident. And then the movie goes from the end, which is the beginning, and then the beginning is the end. Okay, so that's what the movie's all about. Kind of is confusing people. Yes, this movie starts off at the end and then goes backwards to the beginning. That's what I like about that. It's really brilliant because it had been, nothing like that had been done before until now. I mean, you always start from the beginning and then you make your way to the end. But here, you start at the end and go backwards. And actually, I've seen this, I think about maybe 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, man. And it's always coming back to me. So all this about your memories get muddled. I don't think they get muddled. I think they just kind of go on the back burner and you just don't remember it. You just don't until you see something that clicks that memory. Bam! Then it all flows back to you. Vivid as exactly the exact detail there. So I don't know what he was talking about with that. So yeah, I like that about the movie. And then how he has all these tattoos and everything. And then he's on the phone talking to this one guy, and then he's talking phone, and he picks up this thing and looks at this thing. Gets this look on his face. That was crazy, man. That was crazy. And then the flashbacks are amazing, man. There's this flashbacks when he's a insurance detective, checking for fraud and stuff. And see if anyone was faking it, to get their insurance claim, to get the money and stuff, for mental illness or what. So yeah, that was amazing, that. And then where he sees the picture of himself, and he's forced to call a cop. Crazy. Because that's that to me. And like that, a little sneeze, in the movie, you wouldn't remember that. And that's the crazy thing, is you have so many conversations again and again, and wouldn't remember it. And what I do like about the movie is the wife. She sort of pops in, pops out. They really could have done the whole thing without, maybe just putting her one time in briefly, because the memory of the wife dying, it's just not there. I mean, it's really not the key part of the movie, in a way. I mean, the whole point of the movie is this guy who is trying to figure out who killed his wife, but at the same time, they could have done that a little bit less with that flashback memory. And by the way, she's played by Judy Fox. Guy Pearson is the lead role as Lenny. And then you got Christine Ann Muntz as Natalie. And then you got John Postleton as Todd Gimme, a.k.a. John. The John guy. John G. Whatever. So that's pretty much what I liked, what I didn't like. My synopsis, and that's my review. That's my thoughts about the movie overall. Pretty good movie. We're going to wrap up here. Really more of a what's going on. You said if you haven't seen it, before. I mean, you're like going, what in the heck's going on here? It's like it keeps on going backwards and backwards and backwards. It's like watching a birth in reverse. Like a Star Trek episode where you watch that birth in reverse episode. That is crazy. That's the best way to describe it. Anyways, let's wrap it up here because we are getting pretty long. I'm going to give this 9 out of 10 stashes. So basically, the best way to describe this movie is bizarro, crazy events going in reverse. And the funny thing is, if you get this on DVD, you can actually watch it the reverse order. You can watch it from which is the end is, which is what was the end is, which is the beginning. You can watch the beginning to the end, which is the beginning is the beginning, and the end is actually the end. Okay, it's Maximus saying until next time, and keep on watching, fellas. See you, cheers.